You're listening to the VTZone.com's weekly Scoutcast. Everything Hokies. And now here's publisher Jason Stamm.
Welcome to another edition of the VTZone.com's weekly Scoutcast. I am publisher Jason Stamm. We're kind of still getting in the groove. I know we mentioned it last week. We're going to start doing our Scoutcast here at the first of the week. So Monday morning, you guys, hopefully getting everybody started into the week. And, you know, I can't think of another voice I'd rather hear to get me started into the week than our own Derrick, Skip Hopkins. Skip, how's everything going?
I'm doing good, man. I'm a little tired right now, though. I'm just playing some basketball, and I haven't played basketball in about a year or a year and a half, so I ran about 2 games, and I feel like I was about to pass out on that thing, but I'm doing good, though.
Did you do 5-on-5?
Yeah, 5-on-5 full court.
Wow, full court. You guys ran the court. Okay.
Hey, got some good run in, but my body, felt a little whoo.
So what's your move, Skip? If anybody everybody's got Charles has got, or you got Hakeem with the dream shake, you got Charles Barkley and have some moves. Do you have a move? Do you have a little shake, or you get your back to back, or what? You backing somebody down?
People call me Baby Zach Randolph, so I'm a post guy. And, I can give you a little shake, can give you a little up and under. I can give you a little hook shot. So, anything in post-wise, my footwork is crazy down low.
Well,
pivots all day.
Well, I'd want you on my team, Skip. I mean, anytime you can have little baby Zebo on your team, that's always big. Now, I can't say the same. I can't talk too bad about him because he's not here to defend himself. But I am disappointed we don't have our guy Doug Bowman on here with us tonight. Guess we'll have to just get through without him. But hopefully he can give us some explanation where his whereabouts were this week. Maybe he's stuck out on the golf course again. I don't know.
Nah, he probably asleep.
Well, we're staying up a little late here on Sunday night to get everybody ready on Monday morning. So, Skip, I'm glad I got you here. We got plenty of things going on. We're less than 2 weeks now before season opener against Liberty on September 3rd. It's getting closer and closer, man. Every year it goes so fast, and fall camp's always gone as soon as it starts, it seems like. But biggest news this week, we know what they're wearing for the battle at Bristol. And I don't know if you've seen it, Skip. That's a slick-looking uniform.
Oh, no, those things are nice, man. I was shocked. I was, okay, we wearing that? All right, we gonna look good on the game. I don't know how we're gonna play. Hopefully, if we play good, we should play good. But we gonna look good while we out there. So, those I really like those uniforms. They're really nice.
Now, I mean, I feel like everybody does it. Everybody's got all these uniform combinations and stuff. But you've got a chance to wear some of these things. So, first thing I thought was, is this the best uniform since the Boise, the black and orange?
I was actually thinking about that. Last time we wore black was Boise State, and I don't think the fans really like the black that we wore at Boise State. But I think these ones are better. I think, and they look newer. They look fresher. So and they look more modern. This is what people are wearing nowadays.
So is it better than those uniforms though?
I had to say yeah.
Yeah.
Just because it's just straight black and gray. It's not like the other one has a little orange and a little black in it, a little this one is just straight black and gray and a little white in it. So I think it stays together. It's not like black, orange, white. It's sharp, I guess you can say.
Well, it does have the maroon outline on the numbers. Did you notice that?
Yeah, okay. But it's still it's not like the bright orange or
Right, yeah. From far away, you're not noticing as much, but up close, I was like, okay. And they got the Hokies stone on there. I thought it was pretty sharp, man. I don't know who designed. Well, I know Nike, officially Nike designed it, but who all had a input on that? But bravo, man. That's some really sharp uniforms. I mean, to me, the uniforms I've seen this year, there's been some cool ones. I think Navy has some awesome helmets. They always do the battleships and stuff on the helmets, but
yeah,
I don't know if that's going to top the overall uniform, the combo look that Tech's going with here. So I thought it was pretty sharp. But, I wasn't sure when they were going to do it. It's become such a big deal to unveil the uniforms every week. So I wasn't really sure how they were going to do it. And they unveiled it. So this weekend, anybody that doesn't know who Devon Hunter is has been sleeping under a rock. At least anybody who's a Virginia Tech fan or calls himself a Virginia Tech fan. So Devon Hunter, number 5 in the country on Scout.com, 5-star kid. I mean, he's ranked higher than Kendall was. I don't know if I'd put him. I'd say he's better than Kendall Fuller, because Kendall coming out of high school was pretty darn good. So, but Devin's up in that kind of company. So Devon Hunter, he's down to, he hasn't really narrowed, I guess, an official list, but we got Florida, UNC, Tennessee, Notre Dame, Michigan, kind of some schools still in the mix. So he unofficially visited Virginia Tech over the weekend, and to leak out the new uniforms, Devon Hunter put out a tweet of him wearing the uniform. So I thought that in itself, Skip, was pretty baller. I got to say, I don't know what you thought of that, but that's some really creative and unique stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was good for recruiting. To have a recruit that kind of leak it out and kind of get out there before the official word. I think it was smart. Whoever thought about it was it was smart, real smart idea, especially with recruiting and getting a guy like you that you really want to put it on. I think it was cool.
So I mean, obviously, who knows what he's thinking exactly when he gets to wear this uniform. But if you're a recruit, Skip, and you get to try on a uniform like that, you're the one who gets to break or unveil it or reveal the uniform. Would that put Virginia Tech over the top?
Honestly, I'm not the one to ask that question too, because I wouldn't care.
No.
Honestly, I'm not the type of guy. I wasn't like a very uniform type of guy, or I didn't really. It didn't really bother me like that. But to other guys, that's a really big deal.
Yeah.
It shows school likes you and wants you to come. Really wants you to be there. Especially if they letting you put on a uniform that they're gonna wear to one of the biggest games out there this year. So for somebody who likes that stuff, that's a really, really, really big deal.
I thought it was impressive, though, because even the players didn't know about it. Like, they let Devon Hunter see the uniforms, try on the uniform before any of the current players knew about it.
Yeah, that's I mean, they really kept all that under wraps.
You talk about making a kid feel special, like, you know about it before even the current guys on the team know about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good recruiting tool.
Yeah, it is.
Great. Definitely a good recruiting tool.
And I got to give credit where credit's due. I know he's not going to take credit for it, but I know he's the one, the brains behind it. Thomas Gary in the recruiting office, that guy just gets it. I mean, I don't know how any other way to say it, but he just gets it, and it's really impressive that Virginia Tech has somebody like that who's that forward thinking and kind of knows what they're doing, and that's really innovative. I've never seen anybody unveil a uniform like that way. So to have him do it, and Skip, we talked about from Devin's standpoint, with the uniform, but as a player, to see a uniform like that, does that get you jacked up? Do you get hyped up when you get a cool uniform like that?
Once again, Jason, I have to go back to I'm not the right person.
When you were playing, Skip.
Because but yeah, me personally, it's like, yeah, that's cool. But
yeah,
to the other guys, let me go back to the other guys. Yeah, to see a uniform like that gets you pumped up. It's kind of like the saying, you go for a test, right? If you dress well, you test well. So a lot of guys have the same mentality as a player. Like if I look good, going out there, I feel confident in myself. When I get to the game, I'm gonna be good. They have a whack uniform. Like, oh, this looks terrible. Like, it's like the confidence just kind of goes down a little bit just because I look crazy out here. This purple and orange on. It's like, why I got purple and orange on? It don't go. Your confidence kind of goes down a little bit. The guys that are really into uniforms.
I can't think of anybody's purple and orange. Is that what, Phoenix Suns?
I guess. But yeah, it just kind of builds the guy's confidence up, without even knowing that I look good. Yeah, we good. It kind of builds the confidence up and builds, team. What's the word I'm looking for? Team unity, I guess.
Yeah. Well, even from a recruiting standpoint, Skip. There were obviously other recruits who noticed it. Cam Chancellor even tweeted right at Devon, right after he put that out. He responded to it. I know there were a bunch of recruits who responded to it. Does that kind of send a message, do you think, when they do something like that, though, to say, hey, we really, they made it that special of a deal, and I think, does it show something to recruits when they do something like that? Do people really notice?
Oh, it definitely shows. I mean, especially if they reveal the uniform that nobody's seen before, they must really want to get that guy. I mean, they're not gonna let 1-star, Robert's 1-star, Scout 1-star guy, reveal this no. I'm not saying that guy's a bad person, but at the same time, it's they're not gonna let a 2-star reveal the jersey. I mean, they feel there's a lot of 2-stars out there. I mean, but this guy's top 5 in the country. I mean, it's not he's rated pretty high. So, I mean, if anybody, that's the guy that you want to do it with. Yeah.
Well, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, they've recruited him so hard, and he's been here. The first time I saw him in person was over 2 years ago at one of Virginia Tech's camps. So they've been recruiting him for, I mean, it's been 3 or 4 years. This goes back quite a while. He's not some new guy they're trying to get in on. They've been working it since he was a freshman or even probably going into high school. So you hope something like this kind of shows just how special he is, and then maybe that they haven't forgot about it, just how special he is. But it'll be interesting to see if this does put them over the top, getting a guy like that. But just kind of overall, Skip, I mean, you had that. I don't know if you know. Do you know Ricky Slade from up at Hilton?
I don't.
Do you know that name? No? Okay, so Ricky Slade, definitely, I'd say arguably the top player in Virginia. Well, you can make an argument that, maybe Taraja Mitchell's up there too, and there's a couple of guys, but arguably Ricky Slade is the top player in the state of Virginia for 2018 class. He's up at C.D. Hilton High School, running back. Put out a top 5 over the weekend. I guess it was the same day, so Saturday, as all of the Devon Hunter stuff and the uniform stuff. So it's a pretty big deal with that already. And then Ricky Slade puts out a top 5 that has Virginia Tech included on that. Also, let's see, North Carolina, Tennessee, Florida, and Penn State. So when you kind of look at everything going on right now, it seems like the Virginia Tech has a lot going on for it. So what do you feel like what are your thoughts, I guess, just on the overall state of recruiting with the Hokies right now? Do you feel good about where they are?
No, I feel real good about where they are. I mean, they're getting a lot of buzz and a lot of people seeing them a lot. I think this is really the most we've had, in a long time, I guess. Especially with a lot of social media and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing, because the Tech social media game has gone up a lot. In the past it's just been the basic stuff, but especially this year, I don't know, if somebody took over the social media pages, I don't know, but the person who's doing it this year is, you got the music to the videos, and you got Snapchat, the inside clips and stuff like that, and it's just giving people more involved with what's going on, and kids, recruits like that. They like to see what's going on with the school. So, and you got a guy revealing the jersey, uniforms, on social media recruit. So I think whoever's doing the social media part of it is really branding Tech. It's really branding Tech more than normal. So I think that's I'm really happy about that. That's what it's like in this generation. Social media and branding. On Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all the other stuff like that. So if you really can get good at doing that, recruiting is going to become easy.
Yeah, the Hokies FB account, that is by far the one to follow. That's the one that's actually run by the recruiting staff in the office. They're working directly with the coaches. That's the one to follow. That's the one I feel like that's really on top of everything and doing a good job. But yeah, even with Ricky Slade, to get in that top 5, I was really surprised. I was shocked that Ohio State was not on that group. But he's wanted to. It sounds like make a decision fairly soon. I mean, we're talking about what? I guess maybe first of the year. Looks like end of the year. And it's coming up. It maybe yeah. It's right around. So to get in on this guy even like that, I mean, Ricky's been here multiple times. I expect him to come back. He might be. He's probably one of those guys that will probably be here for the Miami game. So yeah, I think they're definitely making really good progress in recruiting. They're in good shape with Hunter. Obviously, he is the white whale. I think right now they're trying to get. But yeah, I think they're in really good shape overall. So I mean, Skip, even like I know you're involved with the Springers over there. Do you? I know obviously I'm sure people ask you about Virginia Tech, but do you hear about recruiting? Do you hear Virginia Tech mentioned very much from your end?
From my end, not really. I think the biggest guy was is Makai right now.
Right.
Tech's recruiting him pretty hard. So, I mean, not really. I mean, of course, we have 3 guys that went to Virginia Tech on our coaching staff. So, you're going to hear Virginia Tech around always, but it's just a normal conversation.
So, besides recruiting, Skip, besides the uniforms, there is this matter called fall camp going on right now. We're still not even done with fall camp. We've got this week of fall camp. Tuesday, I'm pretty excited about. We'll finally get a chance to see a little bit, at least a little peek. I think it's supposed to be about 45 minutes, kind of what's going on in spring practice. Because we haven't, from the media standpoint, we haven't had a chance to actually see any of this stuff since the very first day of practice. So they're going to open up to students. They're giving away pizza. It's a pretty big event. It's kind of like similar to what we saw in the spring, but we're going to be there on Tuesday. I know I'll be there, Kelly will be there, and Delaney. So we'll have the crew there and really get a good look. But going into that practice, Skip, the big news this past week that keeps getting brought up is that Josh Jackson has now been called by Coach Justin Fuente as a contender in the race for quarterback. And we thought it was really just a 2-man race between Gerard Evans and Brendan Motley. So I don't know. What are your thoughts about Josh Jackson being in there? Is he legitimately a contender, do you think?
I mean, Coach says it, then I mean you got to take his word for it. But I think in the whole situation as a whole, it's not good because it's like 2 weeks away from the first game, and you have this freshman coming in and say, "Oh, he's a contender now." Like you have 2, I think Molly's a senior. Molly's a senior.
Yeah, Molly's a senior. Molly's a senior and Evans is a junior.
Yeah, you got a senior and junior that hasn't taken the reins yet, of, okay, this is my team, or this is going to be my team. You got a freshman coming in that, potentially can be a starter. It's like, that's not a good thing because season's 2 weeks away. It's no clear decision on quarterback yet. You got a freshman coming in that might get a chance to play. And these, junior, senior, not really playing great. So the freshman might get there. It's still a lot of things up in the air for a position that is critical. It's not like there's a D tackle that freshman play okay, or D end, or it's not like some position that is not a leader of the defense. Like quarterback that's the leader of the whole team. Like if your quarterback's not right, your team is going to function like it's supposed to. So I think it's interesting that Coach came out and said that, but we'll see how everything falls, but I think that's not good for, a junior and senior to not take over the reins yet. You had spring and you had, 2 weeks of camp already, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good point, Skip, and there's a couple ways to look at it. Yeah, I mean, what does that say for Evans and Motley if you've got a true freshman that's coming in there? I like to think that it was more motivational, that maybe Fuente and the staff were trying to kind of light a fire into those guys and really get them motivated for more competition. But at the same time, Skip, I mean, if Josh Jackson really is doing this good, how maybe exciting does that make even next year or the next couple of years once he gets a little experience?
It's really exciting. If he's really playing well and doing good in the system, I mean, he's fresh, so he doesn't have the old system, old, Virginia Tech. He's coming in with all the new, so he's just learning fresh, and he's learning from the new quarterback coach and the new system. So Motley's still kind of, he had a transition from the old to the new, and the guy Evans, he still had to come in. He's from another place too, so he's still kind of new, but he's a little older. He's a little more, the older you get, the more stubborn you are to change certain habits. So the freshman coming in, he's green, he's fresh, he's new. So whatever coach tells him to do, okay, coach, yeah, oh yeah, I got you, coach. I'm just saying, yeah, like an older guy, is more stubborn in his habits and his ways. It's harder to train or coach a guy that's stuck in his ways. So, younger guys probably coming in playing hard, being accurate, making some good plays, showing some things, and the best man gonna play. So we'll see who it's gonna be.
I still think, to me, I think Evans is going to be the guy, and then you're probably going to have Motley come in there on Wildcat like he's been doing. And even when Brewer was healthy last couple of years, Motley would come in on Wildcat and kind of just be a change-up. And I think you'll probably still see that. Again, it'll be a little different variation because of the spread offense. But, yeah, I think unless both those guys are doing that bad, and I don't think they're doing that bad, that I think Josh Jackson has to redshirt. He has to be the emergency guy that's only in there if something were to happen to those two. So, to me, it's very promising for the next couple of years to already be talking about Josh Jackson already apparently having that good of a showing in camp. So, he seemed to be a really mature guy. His dad was an assistant coach for, 25 years or something at Michigan. He was there a long time. So he's got some experience. He's been around that kind of environment. So I think it's really exciting for the next couple of years. So I know we don't have our baseball expert on here with Doug, but we do have our other baseball expert on here in Skip. So Skip, we were talking about before we started here, you're obviously well aware that Chad Pinder, former Virginia Tech Hokie on the baseball field, got the call up to the Oakland A's this past week. Just kind of looking to see how he's done, at least through Sunday night. He's played on Saturday, played on Sunday at second base. Did get a hit on Sunday, his first major league hit, so he's 1 for 8, 3 strikeouts. But he's brand new. He's had a really good, he's played well at every step he's been to. He's progressed pretty rapidly. I don't know, what does it mean for Virginia Tech to have a guy like this get up to the majors?
It just shows that if you go to Virginia Tech to play baseball, you still have a chance to make it to minor leagues or the big leagues. So I know last year in baseball it wasn't that great, but it's still a decent program. So the guys that play at Tech have the chance, opportunity to go to the next level. So it's good recruiting. The coach can say, we had a guy that's in the major leagues right now, or a guy that, went to the minors and he got moved up. So it's really good with recruiting to help out, because the season wasn't that great. You can't really say, oh, yeah, we went undefeated this year, or you can't say, when did it? You can't really say
they
that.
did beat Radford, though, Skip.
Oh, yeah, we beat Radford this year. It's like, but you can say, if you come to this program, you have a chance to go to the next level. You have a chance to get a great education and a chance to go play baseball in the minor leagues or major leagues. So it's good, especially good with recruiting. But it's a great opportunity for that guy. I actually saw it. Our other baseball, analyst Doug, he actually tweeted about it. So that's how I really saw it first. But yeah, I think it's sort of a big step for that person that's going up. So yeah, kudos to him.
Yeah, I'm glad you can get the info through Doug's Twitter.
Yeah, man, shoot, Twitter is where it's at, man. All the information you want, right there.
So I will say too, Skip, the Olympics are done. I don't know about you. Did you get into the Olympics this year?
Honestly, I didn't really
Not
watch
really?
that much. I watched. I usually watched a lot more swimming than I didn't watch any swimming this year. I watched a lot of track and field.
Okay.
And I caught a little bit of the basketball games, but I normally watch, Michael Phelps and, see how he does and things like that. But I didn't watch any swimming. I did watch some I guess it's diving.
Okay, yeah, like the platform diving.
Yeah, platform diving.
Yeah.
My wife was watching that, so I just woke up and happened to be on. So I caught a little bit of that.
To me, that one's always crazy because they're diving from, was it like 15 meters up, I think? And
yeah, 15 meters.
They're going in the water at like 35 miles an hour.
And they're like flipping and twirling. It's like, whew. If I do that, if I jump from that high, I don't know how much water left in the pool. You know, I'm making all kind of splashes. They go, that's crazy because they land so. Beep,
yeah, they do. There's like no splash.
No splash. It's like if I do that jump, he go.
You're doing like cannonball, right?
Water going everywhere.
So I wanted to ask you about the games, though, Skip, because I don't know if you saw it, but Virginia Tech had a former alum get a medal, Christy Castleton. Team USA had an awesome, just overall ridiculous games. They had 121 total medals, but in the 100 hurdles, I think it was the first time ever that the women's hurdles, USA finished 1, 2, 3, and getting that bronze medal is a former Hokie, Christy Castleton. So kudos to her, man. I know she's still on the front page if you go to Hokiesports.com. They've been really promoting that because that happened. That was earlier in the week. That was like what, Wednesday, Tuesday. It was earlier in the week. Yeah, and they've been, as they should. That's a big deal to have a Olympic medal come to a former athlete. So, but yeah, did you get a chance to see that race?
I didn't see. I didn't see it live, but I saw it. On social media.
The replays.
Social media. Yeah, replays. Yes.
Yeah, because it lasts like what, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. So quick. All this build up, all this stuff for 15 seconds.
Yeah,
it's amazing. But
hey, man, they those guys train all year long. 4 years for that.
Yeah. That
15 seconds, man. I did track back in the day. I did 100 meters. Whew.
Did you really?
Training. I did the big man 100 meters.
I didn't know if you threw in the field, if you threw shot or discus or something.
I threw shot put.
Did you?
Occasionally I did 100 meters. The big man 100 meter dash. 4x1 a little bit, occasionally.
So were you anchor?
Yeah, nah.
You ran the anchor?
No, I wasn't anchor. I was like the third. I don't know what's the.
I don't know. It's like lead off and anchor. It's like third leg.
Yeah, third. I'm like the third leg, going around the curve.
Yeah.
Getting it, man.
So you set it up. You set it up for the anchor.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
You put it on deck.
There it is, right there.
Well, Skip, I thought about giving my shout out this week to Christy Castleton, but I thought I'd go ahead and mention her just because that's such a big deal for Virginia Tech. I thought she deserved more than just a shout out, but I got to give my shout out. I really, honestly, I could say Team USA, but I'm going to have to go Team USA. I'll say basketball because they finally pulled it together on Sunday. They were beating everybody by like 3 points and barely getting through, and then they just put a stomping on Serbia. They beat them by, what, 30? I think it was 30.
Yeah.
And they were up by 40 at one point, so they put it together at the right time, finished another gold medal. 3 in a row now for USA basketball. The women's basketball got another gold. I think that's 6 in a row for them, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So you can say, honestly, men or women, Team USA basketball kind of killed it this 2 weeks during the Olympics, but definitely in the gold medal games, definitely crushed it. So, Skip, who's your shout out to this week?
I was gonna give mine to the women's team, but you kind of took away my.
Oh, my bad, Skip. I'm sorry.
Did
I get a little carried away with the shout outs?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
That's okay, man.
That's my bad.
When you go on 2, you gotta say, I got 2 shout outs.
Okay, that's my bad.
But no, I was gonna give it to the women's team. They played well. They dominated the whole series. Man, the men's, I can't really say much. They kind of had people on the heels a little bit because they went in by 3, went in by 2. Close games. Just like, dog, we the U.S. We the U.S. team. We supposed to be beating people like 40 points. Went in by 4, 5. It's like, what is this, man?
Yeah, it's not quite the dream team anymore, is it?
I know LeBron and Steph Curry ain't playing, but I mean, y'all got skills too. Like, come on, what y'all doing?
Yeah, KD stepped up in the gold medal game, though. I think he finished with 30. He had 24 in the first half, so he stepped up, man. He pulled it together when he needed to, but yeah, they were kind of skating through till the gold medal game. So, but hey, at least they got it.
Yeah, at least they got it, but it was a hard-fought one. It should have been pretty easy, but and hopefully next time LeBron can come out there or something.
I hope.
Kobe come out of retirement or something.
Well, Kobe's gonna be like 42 by the time the next Olympics come around.
Hey, Kobe, he got 4 years to train for
That's true.
This moment, man. He can come out of retirement for the Olympics, man.
And 4 more years. So the next Olympics, 2020 in Tokyo.
And Kobe gonna be balling.
Yeah.
Getting
So I'm kind of glad the Olympics is over, Skip, because now I can focus 100% more back on Virginia Tech sports. Not that I wasn't. We've had all kinds of updates and insiders during the Olympics, but it was hard to get stuff done because I just want to watch the Olympics while they're on. So back at it. We'll be at practice again on Tuesday tomorrow. We'll have all kinds of recaps and insiders and photos, interviews, all kinds of stuff coming out of that practice so you guys can get caught up on what's going on. Again, less than 2 weeks now from the season opener against Liberty. We're going to have Skip doing more with us on the boards and breaking down some stuff, so we'll get Skip's input on everything. But thank you guys for listening to another edition of the VTZone.com Scoutcast. For Derrick, Skip, Hopkins, I'm Jason Stamm. We'll hopefully get Doug Bowman back on here next week. Hopefully he's not going to be dogging us. And we'll get his recap on everything. But check us back here next week.